Take on Penn State Barron. Barron is undefeated, so whoever wins this game would have to beat them twice. LaRoche survived earlier this afternoon with a victory in the first game today, while Mount Aloysius is coming off of a 9-2 defeat to the aforementioned Penn State Barron.
Yeah, LaRoche defeating Pitt Greensburg this morning 13-0. Used a 10-run 7th inning to go on the victory for that one.
Mount Aloysius will lead it off. Ian Helsel, the second baseman, will start off.
Mount Aloysius defeated LaRoche earlier yesterday, 7-6. That's how now. So we'll see how this matchup goes.
Regis Sauer on the mound for LaRoche. The right-hander readies and delivers. First pitch fouled off down the third base line. We'll see this inning for Mount Aloysius. Helsel, the leadoff hitter, playing second base. Bryn Boomer Brown, the catcher, will be batting second. And Connor Bowie, the right fielder, will be batting third. For Mount Aloysius, the Mounties in this top half of the first inning. 0-1 count. Regis Sauer delivers. This one in the dirt. 1-1 the count.
Regis Sauer's on the mound. Shane Roebuck behind the plate. Ben Herstein at first. Tyler Craig at second. Colin Williams at short. David Lunley at third. Left to right, Mitchell Yard, Luis Navedo, and Corey Lazar. Excuse me.
You had it right. It was Lazar.
Lazar, okay.
1-1 count. Sauer's delivery. That one might leave a mark off the back.
Ouch. Actually,
Ian Helsel.
I think it might have hit his helmet.
Either way, Helsel hit, and he goes to first base, HBP, and that will put
catcher number 23,
base runner on as Bryn Brown comes to the plate now for the Mounties.
Regular season, Regis Sauer was 7-0 on the year with a 2.85 ERA. LaRoche came in with a record of 32-8 in the regular season.
3 consecutive seasons as the regular season champions. Bryn Brown batting left against the right-hander Sauer. First pitch outside, 1-1 the count. Brown on the season, .325 batting average. He had 6 home runs, which was third best on the team, and 35 runs batted in, which was also good for third most. 1-0 count. This one catches the outside corner, evens it up at 1. Sauer trying to pitch away here from Brown here early in this count, Lee.
Yeah, I like the fact that we have 4 umpires here, too, for these championship matches.
I like the fact that you're growing the mullet back for the spring.
I was waiting to see how long that would take.
1-1 the count. Swing and a miss there out of the glove of the catcher, but the strike called. Runner stays at first, 1-2 the count, so Sauer's able to get ahead now in the count.
It just takes a little longer to grow back now. That's all.
I trust your judgment, Lee.
Well, thanks. You're not wise to do that, though.
I'll take it under advisement if I want to stay single forever. 1-2 the count. Sauer to first, trying to keep the runner in check. And he chases Helsel back to the bag.
Single's not a bad thing.
Sauer looks. Waits the sign from Roebuck. Outside, and the count even at 2.
Very windy here at LaRoche College.
Wind blowing here from where we're sitting behind home plate, left to right, which is good for the pitcher, Lee, not good for the batter, because the wind blowing in with velocity going to hang those balls up there so they'll be hit in the air.
Yeah, it should be an adventure, hit the right field.
2-2 now. Sauer, soft chopper towards first, it's foul. Staying alive is Bryn Brown.
Seeing no dimensions here on the fields here at LaRoche.
Be the 6th pitch of this at bat here for Sauer with the 2-2 count. Runner on first. Here's the delivery, high and outside, and the count is full. Brown, a very patient hitter, Lee. A couple of those balls were close to it, but a good eye there to watch that one pass. Brown stepping back in now. Count full, runner on first. And Sauer will go that way to hold Helsel at the bag.
Very nice complex here at LaRoche.
My first time here as well,
Yeah,
very impressive.
Been in the gym a few times, but never the baseball field.
Payoff pitch, fouled back.
Yeah.
Right by your car, Lee.
Thanks.
I'm kidding.
I know, because my car's way down in the other end. I walked up the hill.
So did I. A little pregame exercise. Full count now.
Hellsville faked the steal that last pitch.
This will be the 9th pitch now that Brown faces in this at bat. Here it comes. Brown fouls off another.
Wow.
And keeps the count full at 3-2. Ian Helsel, the leadoff batter, hit by a pitch. Brown trying to advance him one way or the other.
Yeah, get that big hole between first and second.
Mount Aloysius 24-18 on the season. With the full count. Sauer checks first, steps in, delivers, ground ball into the hole, and a base hit will advance the runners. So after a very long at bat, Bryn Brown comes through and moves Helsel to second. First and second, first two batters reaching base, and Connor Bowie will step to bat.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there. Good at bat there for Mount Aloysius, right. Good offense here for Mount Aloysius.
Connor Bowie steps in, the right-hander. Good start here for the Mounties. Sauer checks both runners and chases them back. Bowie on the season, .387 batting average, 7 home runs, 39 RBIs. First and second, no outs. Sauer delivers. Ooh, high pitch there, close call, but batter gets it, and 1-0 the count.
Yeah, looking at this lineup, Mount Aloysius looks like they got a very good hitting team.
Mount Aloysius falling to Penn State Barron, 9-2 this afternoon. Winner of this one will play in the championship game. Foul ball here.
We got 9 hitters batting over 300 here. Of course, metal bats, that helps.
Well, I'd say it gives a slight advantage, yes.
They were talking about that on the air the other night. As you imagine Barry Bonds swinging with an aluminum bat.
How many people would Barry Bonds have killed in Wrigley Field if he was swinging with an aluminum bat? 1-1 the count. Bunt shown and fouled back by Bowie.
Squared around late.
Sauer gets ahead in the count. Allegheny Mountain Collegiate Conference Baseball Championships conclude here tomorrow.
Yeah, Mr. Rebel will be back out here early tomorrow morning.
Winner of this one hoping to get there. 1-2 the count, Sauer ahead. Delivers, gets the batter to pop this one up back to the mound. Sauer calls off everybody, and the third baseman will step over and make the catch. As Lenley gets over and makes the grab.
Designated hitter.
Yeah, Sauer, you don't want to just get away from the ball, let the infield take charge of that. And Sauer did that. Or Lumley did that, excuse me.
Benjamin Leggett, the designated hitter, steps up. First and second, 1 out. Top half of the first inning. Mount Aloysius trying to jump to an early lead. Regis Sauer checks the runner at second, who's going to go, swing and a miss, throw towards third. It's there, and he got it. Nice play by Shane Roebuck. He came up quick with that one and fired to third with time to spare, and the lead runner taken down. So the LaRoche defense comes up with a big out there.
Yeah, and Bryn Brown was not running on the pitch, so he stays at first base, but it's a perfect throw there.
Sauer also now ahead in the count. 0-1, so with the out, runner on first base with 2 down here in the top of the first. Sauer winds and delivers, checking the swing. Catcher not sure where the ball's at, but the runner not going to advance. It actually bounces off his gear and back into the grass in front of home plate.
Yeah, Bryn Brown comes in with regular season .403 average with 54 RBIs.
One now. 2 outs. Leggett in. Batting right against the right-hander. Regis Sauer. Sauer gets the sign, delivers, fouled back. And the pitcher gets ahead now, 1-2. So this is back-to-back batters now we've seen, Lee. Actually 3 of the 4 batters where Sauer's been able to get ahead in the count.
See what he wants to go with here. See if a breaking ball comes out. He had 9 home runs on the year.
I believe that led the team, correct?
Actually, or 8 home runs on the year. Excuse me.
Either way, he's not getting one here. Swing and a miss, and the strikeout recorded by Regis Sauer. So after allowing the first 2 runners to reach base, LaRoche gets out of the inning. A pop out, a runner caught stealing, and the strikeout of Leggett ends it. And the home side comes to bat. The score here, 0-0.
It would just be better to have you operating.
Oh, yeah, for sure. This is not ideal for what I need
Well,
to
Lee.
do, what we want to do.
Might as well go over this amount of the LaRoche lineup here.
Absolutely.
Colin Williamson, he's your shortstop. He bats first. Corey Laser, the right fielder, bats second. Luis Nevado, the center fielder, bats third. Ben Herstein, first baseman, bats fourth. David Lemley, the third baseman, bats fifth. Mitchell Yard, the left fielder, bats sixth. Joe Professori, the DH, bats seventh. Shane Roebuck, the catcher, bats eighth. And Tyler Craig, the second baseman, bats ninth. Williamson, Laser, Nevado, Herstein, Lemley, Yard, Professori, Roebuck, and Craig is your lineup for the LaRoche Redhawks.
And LaRoche facing for Mount Aloysius, Kyle Droz.
College. Go ahead.
Droz, the left-hander out of Everett, Pennsylvania, and Everett High School. We'll get the call here. Defensively for the Mounties.
I guess real quick, Kyle Droz on the year was 0-3 with a 7 ERA. 24 hits in 18 innings. Gave up 14 earned runs, 15 walks, and 9 strikeouts.
That's one of the disadvantages, Lee, of the format is that you've got to dig in to get to the third and fourth man in the rotation when you're playing a possibility of 4 games in 3 days.
Yeah, you get that loser's bracket, and anything goes.
So Colin Williamson will lead it off. Right-handed hitting shortstop here, steps in. Kyle Droz, as Lee mentioned. Not lights out numbers, but the past is the past, and a good performance from Droz today could propel Mount Aloysius into the championships tomorrow morning. Droz, the left-handed hurler, steps in and delivers. First pitch right down the middle for the strike.
And you're about to say Bryn Brown's behind the plate. Chase Miller at first. Ian Helsel at second. Matt McCord at short. Nicholas Belka at third.
Hard hit ball in the left field. Fielder back. Still going back. This one's off the fence. Rounding first and heading towards second is Williamson. And he'll be in standing up with a double. So LaRoche gets a good start in the home half of the first inning with the bats. Colin Williamson, a double to left field. And the first runner in scoring position for the Redhawks.
And we're about to say the left fielder, Campano, that went over his head. Dylan Oswald in center and Connor Abui in right. And boy, that just good shot there by Williamson. No chance for Campano.
Corey Laser steps in. Well hit ball by Williamson. She said, Lee, it was put in the left center, but more towards the left field side. And yeah, it was well hit over the fielder's head. Hit the base of the fence, and Williamson had no trouble getting the second. Droz now with a runner out in scoring position. Laser shows bunt. Watches the pitch go outside. Right-handed hitting Corey Laser.
Laser coming in with an average of .392 on the year during the regular season. 6 home runs and 38 RBIs.
1-0 the count. Droz checks the runner. Williamson at second. Looks again and delivers. Outside and 2-0 the count.
If Laser can get anything on that right side, get that runner over. Laser from Bethel Park.
Droz checks second base and delivers again outside, and 3-0 the count. So LaRoche 1 pitch away from getting their first 2 batters on.
Yeah, you haven't had a chance to do a lot of baseball over the years for at WPIL, but it's nice to see some of these kids that I've seen over the last few years.
Yeah, took a look through some of the rosters here of the teams in the tournament. Very heavily WPIL laden rosters. 3-0 the count. Droz giving Williamson a look. Winds and delivers. Taking all the way is Laser. Called strike there. First of the sequence, 3-1. Luis Nevado, the center fielder, on deck. 3-1 count. Droz delivers this one low, and a walk to Laser. Gives the Red Hawks first and second.
Yeah, Markel Hooker from Newcastle basketball just announced he's coming to LaRoche for basketball next year.
So Luis Nevado steps in. Nevado from Vega Alta, Puerto Rico, and the Carlos Beltran Baseball Academy.
How about that?
First and second, no outs. Droz delivers, and taking there is Nevado. Droz so farly, giving up a double to Williamson, and then getting behind Laser 3-0, and now behind Nevado as well.
Yeah, like you said, this is probably their number 3 or number 4 starter. If he's even a starter, only throwing 18 innings for the year.
Droz checks second. Here's the delivery. Nevado takes another one outside, 2-0 the count, so.
Yeah, Nevado hitting .379 on the year, 9 home runs, 26 RBIs.
Season for Nevado. Junior.
Him and Lumley tied for the lead in home runs.
Like to get one here and get that early lead.
Oh, Mr. Rebel watching intently to our left over there.
He's just practicing his Mike LaValliere pose. Droz checks the runners, gives a stare to Williamson at second, looks again, winds and delivers outside, and another batter ahead, 3-0 in the count, Nevado. Ben Herstein, the first baseman, on deck in the cleanup spot.
You didn't want to say Cervelli pose, huh? Rather do LaValliere pose. Okay.
That's more of the era.
Like the past.
Exactly. This time, Droz puts it right down the middle as Nevado takes all the way. 3-1 now the count.
Yeah, Droz, not a lot of life in that fastball.
Droz playing first base.
And they're already looking to warm up a pitcher already.
In the previous game for the Mounties. Hot liner down the third base side. Fair ball. And the bases are loaded on the single by Nevado.
Yeah, I think that ball might have hit the bag going down that line, which slowed things up. So, gonna get bases loaded, nobody out. Unfortunately, we have a blind view going down that left field line.
Well, Lee, it was almost sweet chin music, but instead a hot liner on the third base side, and LaRoche has had 4 batters up, and I think I've heard the best batters music in the history of baseball, as I've heard both the Stone Cold Steve Austin and the Shawn Michaels Sexy Boy theme song. Sing it, Lee. If you don't know the words, Lee, I may have to ask you to move on. A 1-0 the count here against Ben Herstein. Bases loaded. Droz delivers. Herstein inside pitch, fouls it off into the dugout down the near side, and evens the count at 1. It's a generational tune, Lee. It's carrying on to this young generation. A song that came out back in the 90s when I was in college. Droz delivers. Hot shot past the shortstop. Williamson will score, get in the wave here as well as Laser. He rounds third, and he'll cross the plate standing up. A 2-run single for Ben Herstein, and he definitely had the moves to drive the girls wild. Williamson and Laser score, and it's 2-0 Red Hawks.
Right in between short and third. Not a hard hit ball, but perfectly placed, and easily 2-run score for the Red Hawks. I said there's already action in the bullpen.
Nevado at second, as David Lemley, the third baseman, will step in now. Lemley also the right-handed hitter, also from Bethel Park. No WWE Attitude Era theme music, though, Lee. Going to talk to these guys about maybe using some Marshall Tucker Band, one of your favorites. Droz delivers way outside there. And Lemley ahead in the count.
Marshall Tucker's still around, by the way.
I did not know that.
Yes, they are.
File that in the memory bank. Let me know when they're coming to the Big Butler Fair.
No, they're not going to go to the Big Butler Fair.
No? Maybe like a shopping mall food court? 1-0 count here. Lemley trying to keep it going. Droz has struggled here in the early part of this game as he fakes towards second base. And Lee, part of the problem that Droz has had is he's gotten behind every hitter he's faced so far.
Yeah, Nicholas DiDiano is warming up. Another lefty down the right field line.
First and second, LaRoche with 2 runs home and no outs yet here in this home half of the first inning. Droz winds and delivers. Ball bunted back towards the mound. Droz has only one play. It's at first base, and he throws it away. Runner rounding third. He'll score. So an error, allowing Nevado to score. And the Redhawks, 2 runners in scoring position and 3 runs across the plate with no outs here in the home half of this first inning.
Yeah, so roll that sacrifice and then E1. Not a good start here for Mount Aloysius, and here comes the pitching coach and the pitching change already.
So Lemley ends up on second after reaching on error. And as you feel it here, Lee, and we were talking about music, the Scorpions would say the winds of change are blowing, as Mount Aloysius is going to make a pitching change.
Yeah, and that's going to be,
On the mound,
we said,
the mound, please. Number 10, Nicholas DiDiano.
Nicholas
DiDiano from Franklin Regional will take the mound, the left-hander in relief of Kyle Droz, and the book will stay open on Droz until we get through this inning. Safe to say that book is not a bestseller.
Nah, DiDiano coming in, 15 innings pitched on the year, giving up 32 hits on the year, 9.6 ERA.
Well,
that's 5 strikeouts and 3 walks. So they're digging deep right now. I knew it wasn't going to take long for you to make a wrestling reference.
it wasn't my doing. It was in the air.
It was in the air, okay.
So the pitching change here as LaRoche continues to try to add to this early 3-0 lead. No outs here in the bottom of this first inning.
Yeah, that last play, Droz, he fielded the ball perfect. I mean, he fielded the ball good and then just turned and just threw the ball way wide. Not even a chance for the first baseman, Millard, to even have a chance to catch that ball. Ball almost went in the tarp.
It did. That's how far off the throw was. And break for LaRoche. Moves Herstein to third. And brings Mitchell Yard to the plate. Yard. Junior from Salzburg.
Coming in with a .345 batting average.
Right-handed hitter here with Herstein on second. DiDiano, the new pitcher. His first pitch low. And the count 2-0. Sorry, 1-0.
Yeah.
Remind me always to trust your fingers, Lee, not the scoreboard.
Always.
Advice to live by. 1-0 count, hit towards third, and foul. Evening it up in 1.
I do some umpiring on the side for high school softball, and that's one of our rules. Never trust the scoreboard.
See, I was not aware that was a rule amongst softball umpires, but now
Yes.
I've been informed. So I now know that. Never trust the scoreboard, and the Marshall Tucker band are still alive.
Yes.
I've learned a
You're
lot.
learned a lot here so
Not
far.
even through the first inning.
Yeah.
Going to be a dictionary of uselessness by the time I get home. 2-1 count. DiDiano delivers, pop foul, down the first base side, out of play.
I forget where Marshall Tucker was playing. I just recently saw the last
Somewhere in
6
Fayette
months or
County,
so.
Green County, or West Virginia is going to be my guess.
It might have been one of the casinos. I don't think so, though.
Surprise, Lee. 2-2 the count. DiDiano trying to get the first out of this inning. Hot shot towards second base. Nice catch, trying to double the runner up. And Herstein able to get back as the play made at second by Helsel.
Interesting to see Mount Aloysius playing with the infield back here in the first inning also.
So Yard lines out to second.
We getting their wrestling song, I take it?
I wonder if they call the designated hitter Joe Professori the Viper. As he steps in, hits this one up the middle. That's through. Rounding third and scoring is Herstein. And now the second runner coming and scoring as well. So two more across the plate on a one out, 2 RBI single by Joe Professori.
Yeah, McCourt gave it a nice ride, just dove to his left, just underneath his glove by second base. It's a big 5-0 lead early on here for the Redhawks.
So another 2 RBI single here, and Shane Roebuck will step in.
With 4 hits in this first inning.
Roebuck, freshman catcher, out of Brownsville. One of Mike Azadian's favorite schools, Brownsville. Outside pitch, 1-0 the count. So
should I ask?
You'll figure it out, Lee. Give it time.
Okay.
DiDiano coming in relief of Droz and has had about the same fate here early on. LaRoche with a 5 spot and only 1 out here. Good pitch that time by DiDiano. Catches the outside corner, evening the count at 1. 5-0 Redhawks. 2 RBIs, single by Ben Herstein. And then a second 2 RBI single by Joe Professori. Foul ball there by Roebuck. Mix in the leadoff double by Williamson. And the throwing error on the pitcher, Kyle Droz. That's where we stand at now. LaRoche 5 runs on 4 hits so far in this inning. 1-2 count against Roebuck. Professori on first. DiDiano delivers this one in the dirt. Professori going to advance to second base. Good job by the catcher, Bryn Brown, to keep the ball in front of him, but he can't keep the runner, Professori, from advancing.
Yeah, Mount Aloysius beating LaRoche yesterday 7-5. As Shiner tossed 8 2/3 innings to pick up the win.
2-2 the count against Roebuck. Runner now in scoring position with 1 out here. Pickoff play. And Professori, Viper-like as he slithers back into second base.
And Mount Aloysius had 17 hits yesterday in that game.
Like to have a few of those here
Yeah.
after getting down 5-0
Yeah.
early. Good shot here towards right center fielder on the run, and a nice catch made in right field by Connor Bowie on a slicing ball, and Lee saw the wind kind of take effect there as that one came off the bat of Roebuck. Looked like it was heading towards the gap, but sliced right towards the right fielder. Playable out there.
Yeah, I thought for sure that was heading in the right center, but Bowie get a nice jump on that ball, and the ball sliced right into his glove. And man, nice strong throw in the second base as Professori had to be on top of that one because he was about halfway between second and third, had to hustle back into second.
Tyler Craig will step in, the second baseman, right-handed hitter. Hits this one towards third, and it gets through. And rounding third and heading home unscathed will be Professori on a 2-out RBI single by Tyler Craig. 6-0 LaRoche here in the first inning.
Yeah, that ball just went right underneath the glove of Belka. Took a difficult hop there. Find its way in the left field, and boy, great start here for the Redhawks, 6-0.
They will bat around. Colin Williamson will come up. He got it all started with a leadoff double. Runner on first, 2 outs, 6-0. LaRoche in the lead. Williamson, first pitch outside. Second at bat for Williamson. Second pitcher he sees this afternoon. As Kyle Droz's work was very short. Williamson hits this one directly towards short. Play made there. Flip to second as McCourt goes to Helsel. And for Mount Aloysius, the inning finally comes to an end. 6 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. And the home half of the first definitely good for the Redhawks faithful as the home team on top by the score of 6-0. Lee, they were one short of the Chili run. Or does that only happen in hockey?
They still do the chili run?
No, they don't do the Chili run. They don't give you anything at console anymore.
No, jeez, I remember. I remember those chili days, the 7 goals, everybody screaming.
Do you remember the Chili actually at the game or the day after?
The day after?
That usually was the way that worked.
So 6 runs, 5 hits, had 1 error, 1 man left up, 6-0 LaRoche. Well, what a great start here for LaRoche. And boy, it's nice to go out to the mound with a 6-0 lead, huh?
Got to be feeling pretty good about it. If you're Regis Sauer, you're feeling pretty good. If you're the Red Hawks as well, couldn't ask for a better home half of the first inning. Lee said 6
7
runs.
in chili would be nice, but
5 hits and 1 error. So this visitors part of the second, we will see leading off center fielder Dylan Oswalt, first baseman Chase Miller, and shortstop Matthew McCourt for the visiting Mounties. Oswalt to the plate. Junior from Altoona. Right-hander against the right-hander, Dylan Sauer. Sauer inside, and much like he started the first inning, hits the first batter. Ian Helsel was hit by a pitch. Now Oswald hitting the back as well, right between the 1 and the 1 on the back of his jersey.
yeah, no chance for him to get out of the way. Chase Miller will step in hitting .333 with 22 RBIs.
Chase Miller, sophomore from Lakewood, Ohio. Left-handed hitter here, playing first base. Outside, call for a ball. Take a look here real quickly.
Yeah, good.
See where they're at here. We'll get the pitch first and get you the stats for this gentleman. This ball's hit back towards the mound. Sauer has a play at second, gets it to short, return throw, got a pair. So Sauer to Williamson to Herstein. And the Red Hawks erased that leadoff runner real quick.
Yeah, Williamson took the low throw a little bit from Sauer, threw it over the second. A little low throw. Williamson made a nice pick. Good quick exchange. 1-6-3 double play.
And Matthew McCourt will come to the plate.
Now McCourt, a freshman, stepping in with a .309 batting average. 4 home runs, 28 RBIs.
From Malika, New Jersey, and St. Augustine High School. Lee, a man of your like, as he got the mane flowing underneath the helmet there.
Yeah, the mullet.
I don't think he quite has the mullet. He has a little more business and party mix as opposed to the strictly business up front, party in the back that you're going with.
Okay.
Outside pitch. And the count evens up at 1. So back-to-back times here, Lee. We've seen the leadoff batter hit, and back-to-back times, Roche's defense gets them out of it. Hard hit ball towards short. Nice stop made there. Coming across the diamond in plenty of time, Williamson with his second put out of the inning. Not quite 1, 2, 3, but fairly close to it as all 3 batters are put down in sequence by by Regis Sauer. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Feeling pretty good if you're LaRoche about what you've seen so far from Regis Sauer through the first 2 innings of this game.
Yeah, a little bit different game than the first game when they lost 7-5 in extra innings. So LaRoche able to jump out early here. Got to feel good. I bet your chance, but you still got 8 innings to go, though.
Absolutely. We mentioned the winner will take on Penn State Barron tomorrow. Penn State Barron, they would have to be beaten twice. And they've looked impressive here.
Yeah, they did.
So far through this tournament. They've played good baseball, looking very impressive in their victory, although we caught the end of our Mount Aloysius in the previous game, a 9-2 win.
Yeah, they got some good pitching on Penn State Barron.
Laser walked and scored in the first inning. He steps in here against David DiDiano. Sorry, Nicholas DiDiano. First pitch low, 1-0 the count. Laser trying to add to this LaRoche 6-0 lead. Second pitch in the dirt as well, 2-0 count. And the 2-3-4 hitters very successful. Actually, all the first 4 hitters successful for LaRoche in the first inning. They all reached base and they all scored. Good rip into left field. That's going to drop in front of the fielder towards first, rounding and holding there is going to be Corey Laser, who's now on base for the second time, his first hit, as he singles here to start this home half of the second inning.
Yeah, off-speed pitch out in front of it a little bit, but able to loop it over to third baseman for that base hit.
Here comes Luis Novedo, center fielder. Singled and scored in the opening inning. Trying to keep it going here for the Red Hawks. Good pitch there by DiDiano.
I think the cold front's coming through.
Thought that was supposed to be later. Either way, 6-0 the score here in favor of LaRoche. Fouled off down the third base side by Novedo.
Boy, check out Novedo where he stands in that box. Is a couple really crowds that plate. Now he's going to move back just a little bit, but he's right on inside of that box. Dares you to throw it inside.
Very close. Outside here, 1-2 the count.
I'm surprised you don't have a Penn shirt on.
It's in the car.
I get the MSA shirt in my bag just in case.
Jersey's in the car. 1-2 the count. Runner going. DiDiano's pitch outside. And no throw, no challenge there. Laser in the second base, so LaRoche now with a runner in scoring position.
Even if the pitch was there, Laser got a huge jump.
Novedo with the count even at 2. Hits this one towards second. It's past the outstretched arm of Helsel, and they'll hold Laser at third as Novedo 2 for 2, back-to-back singles.
Yeah, Helsel gave it a whirl. There was a line drive, but it short hopped him. He tried to make that catch, but underneath the glove. Bowie did a good job coming in, charging that ball, so no chance for Laser to score.
Ben Herstein with the best walk-up music that I've heard in baseball as long as I've been around it, I think. 2-run single in the first inning, trying to add to this 6-0 Red Hawks lead here in the bottom of the second. Nicholas DiDiano checks first and delivers outside, 1-0 the count.
And some more action going to go down to that bullpen.
Been a tough start to this game from the mound for Mount Aloysius. Delivery here outside, 2-0 the count. And Herstein ahead.
Looks like number 33, Brady Ring is warming up. Another lefty.
Herstein takes again. Good eye on that one, gets the call, and he's ahead on the count, 3-0.
Yes, you're facing the last game of the year. You're going to throw everybody you can out there.
Tossing to first is DiDiano, chasing Novedo back. His first 5 hitters lead did a lot of damage in the first inning. And with LaRoche batting around, they're back up here. At least numbers 2, 3, 4 are. Inside, and walking is Herstein. So he reaches as well. And David Lemley will step in. Lemley, the third baseman, reached on air and scored in the first inning.
I was waiting for the pitching coach to come out, but not coming out, so wow. Game's already broken open, but boy, you can really put a dagger almost in this game already here in the second inning if you can come up with a couple hits here.
Bases are loaded. No outs. David Lemley to bat. Low and inside, 1-0 the count.
Corners are in.
Lemley is ready here, ahead of the count. Hits this one to third. Good play coming home. Has the play there. Gets one. Throw to first. Got a pair. Nice job at third by Belka. As he fielded it, came home to get the lead runner, and then a nice return throw by Brown down to first to Miller to get the double play.
Yeah, playing a 5-2-3. Not too many 5-2-3 double plays you're going to see, but like you said, a good job by Belka. It's a huge out. Chance for Mount Aloysius to get out of this inning.
Mitchell Yard to the plate. Yard lined out to second base in his opening at bat. Runners at second and third. Softly hit towards short. Play made there. Crossed the diamond in plenty of time. Nice job by McCourt to retire Mitchell Yard. And after LaRoche loaded the bases, Lee, the defense of the Mounties gets them out of the inning.
Boy, how huge is that? Bases loaded and nobody out. You said, Matt, boy, this game could have been a lot worse, and now you're only down 6, still only down 6-0 instead of maybe 8, 9, or 10-0. So good job by them to get out of that inning.
So Nevada left on base. 2 hits in the inning, but no runs.
See if that can turn around for some offense now for Mount Aloysius. Of course, the bottom of their lineup, 8-9-1 coming up. And one of our broadcast partners' brother coming to the plate here to lead off the inning here in a minute.
Jordan Campano,
Yeah.
brother of MSA Sports Corey Campano.
He came over and said hello. I was going to put him on the air, but he decided to keep walking.
Jordan out of Thomas Jefferson High School, the junior left fielder, leading it off for the Mounties. And Campano in the season, 268 hitter, 2 home runs, 13 RBIs.
Well, I expected at least 500 from him. No.
And the first batter here, Campano sends this one into center field. Plenty of room, and underneath of it there's Nevada. He'll make the catch one away here in the home half of the visitors half of the third inning.
Number 29, Nicholas Belka.
I believe that's the first ball hit in the air.
Nicholas Belka will step in here now for Mount Aloysius. Belka, the freshman, out of Freehold, New Jersey, a right-handed hitter.
Hitting 185.
Swings at the first offering and misses. Gets the call on the outside, does Sauer, and the count now 0-2. Outside there, 1-2 the count. Inside and high, and the count evens at 2.
Went off-speed pitch that time. Broke a little late. Like he said, stayed up a little high.
Sauer has hit 2 batters so far. Gets the call, though, with the heat low there, and strikes out Belka for the second out in the top of the third.
He froze him.
Ian Helsel.
After that off-speed pitch, came back with the fastball.
Ian Helsel will step up now. Helsel hit by a pitch in his first at bat to lead off the game. Helsel, the senior, out of Ferndale High School in Johnstown. Lee, you're a fan of Cambria County.
Sort of.
Hot hit ball. Past the shortstop and into left field. Base hit for Helsel, so he's reached base for the second time. And with 2 outs, Mount Aloysius has a man on.
DuBois not part of.
Clearfield County League.
That's Clearfield, okay.
Bryn Brown, known to his teammates as Boomer, out of Mount Union High School in Mount Union, PA. What county's that, Lee?
That's out near Hershey somewhere.
Hershey's not a county, Lee.
I know
It's
not.
a city.
I
They
know
make
what
chocolate there.
I know. I just said it's out near Hershey. I didn't say what county. I don't know what county it is.
I don't either. That's why I was asking you. I was hoping your geography was going to be better than mine there, Lee.
I could Google it.
You could.
It's all right.
That would be a waste of both of our time and the
Yeah.
listening audience. Ball in the dirt. If anybody does know where County Mountain Union is, get us to us quickly. Email Lee
Yeah.
at mullet@yahoo.com.
I just know they got the, that's where the Creation Festival is, isn't it?
There you are correct.
Mount Union.
Yes, sir. 1-0 the count. Outside, 2-0 now from Sauer.
But they get about 30,000 people out there camping.
I like everything into what you just said. Camping for 3 days outside. A lot of people without any running water. No thanks.
And a lot of mud.
Yes, sir.
Last couple of years.
2-0 the count. Hot hit ball towards second, past the diving glove there of Craig, and back-to-back singles. Mount Aloysius with runners now on first and second here. And
Get a couple runners on in the first inning to lead off that first inning. This time 2 outs.
round 2
Runners
for
on.
2. Sorry, Lee.
right.
2 singles as Connor Bowie comes up. Bowie popped out to third in his first at bat. Bowie from Bishop Thomas Catholic High School in Ancaster, Ontario, Canada.
I definitely don't know what province that is.
Well, I just gave it to you. It's Ontario.
Yeah, I know.
Base hit to the right side. Runner being waved, and now we're going to hold him as a great throw coming here. Gets actually over the catcher and the pitcher. Hits the wall in front of us, but cut off. But the gun in right from Laser. He has a laser.
Yeah, boy, that
Bowie
was
comes through the single.
15 foot too high, though, and it bounces off the wall, but directly back to the catcher and Roebuck, so it turned out to be a perfect throw.
Benjamin Leggett will step in. Leggett, also from Cambria County, Westmont Hilltop High School in Johnstown.
The girls' basketball team won a state championship a few years back. The high school.
Low inside, and a good job there by Roebuck just to stop it.
The Hilltoppers.
Westmont Hilltop. Start getting into that hilltop section of Johnstown, a very nice area of town. There's an incline there, Lee. This one off the plate. Ball gets away from the catcher. Runner headed home, and he's going to score. Ian Helsel gets in under the tag of Sauer, and Mount Aloysius with 2 outs, able to get a runner home and then advance both runners into scoring position.
Boy, good play there by Shane Roebuck. He did everything he could as that ball was a wild pitch. Went off to his right, but boy, he made a great play and following back towards the dugout, was able to make a strong throw at home, but sliding in safely underneath the tag. So 6-1 now as the runners all move up 90 feet.
2-0 the count against Leggett with 2 outs. Sauer delivers. Leggett checks his swing, and it is a called strike.
Yeah, they said he swung.
2-1 now the count. The good news for Mount Aloysius is they're able to get 1 run across the plate and have 2 runners in scoring position, but it's all coming with 2 outs, which is bad news for LaRoche. Swing and a miss there. Nice pitch by Sauer. Leggett swings and misses. Two and two the count. 6-1 LaRoche leads. Runners at second and third. Leggett against Sauer. Sauer delivers. And this one's inside, and the count is full.
Sauer's keeping Roebuck busy.
Certainly is. If Sauer's not keeping Roebuck busy, the outfielder Laser did with that throw from right field. Full count now against Leggett. Leggett struck out on his opening at bat. Designated hitter. Takes it. Good eye by Leggett. Tight pitch, but he gets the walk.
How do you take that in 3-2? Just low.
So Leggett reaches, and the bases are now loaded for Dylan Oswald. Oswald hit by a pitch in the first inning.
Well, one hit gets you right back in this game.
Absolutely, it does. Time for the batter there. Oswald, junior outfielder from Altoona.
Sauer taking a little bit too much time.
Swing and a miss there. Big cut taken by Oswald on a heater thrown by the pitcher, Sauer. 0-1 the count, 2 outs. Bases loaded here, 6-1 LaRoche in the lead. Dylan Oswald trying to put a dent in that lead. He fouls this one off. And ahead in the count, 0-2 now is Regis Sauer.
That right field hill doesn't look like a good place to park a car.
I
With
agree
his
with you there.
foul balls.
It's been a few we've seen go over that
Yeah.
way. This ball hit back towards the mound, bounces over. Shortstop there, makes the play at second base as Williamson. And LaRoche gets out of the inning, but Mount Aloysius on the board. As we head to the home half of the third inning, your score, the home Redhawks 6, and the Mounties of Mount Aloysius 1. So 1 run on 3 hits. Wild pitch as well. Scored a run. 3 runners left on.
Yeah, ball wasn't hard hit. Good play there by the shortstop Williamson to come up with that ball and just step on second base, get that shore out.
Ending the inning there.
I never did get my coat. I was going to go get that coat, and it's like, eh. Then we got talking, and the lineups came. It's like, we're moving
You got
along
a jersey on. You
you
can handle it.
The Pens jersey.
It's good luck, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I was thinking about heading down, watching the game on the big screen. Since we're so close here.
That's true.
15 minutes away. Just tell my wife I'll be home at midnight instead of 7:30. But they're calling for maybe some rain later on, so.
And we know weathermen are always right, so I would definitely trust their judgment, just like I would trust the scoreboard. Joe Professori will step in. Professori, 1 for 1, a 2 RBI single in the first inning. Professori taking the first pitch from DiDiano for the strike. Professori, the freshman from Pine Richland High School. Takes another one, catching the outside is DiDiano, and he's ahead on the count now 2-0.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, 0-2.
Brady Ring warming up again for Mount Aloysius.
Professori up here in the bottom of the third, a 6-1 Redhawks lead. Outside on the offering that time, DiDiano, and the count 1-2 to the leadoff batter. Professori also scoring in that first inning. And DiDiano misses on his second consecutive pitch to even the count up now at 2-2.
Yeah, umpire not calling that low strike, is he?
Not so far.
Yeah, been consistent though.
Consistency is all you can ask for as a batter.
Oh yeah.
2-2 the count. This one fouled off into the concession stand. I think someone lost a chili dog on that one. Did not get the chili run. Did lose the chili dog.
I always say as an umpire, be consistently good or consistently bad. Just be consistent.
Try not to be consistently bad, though. You might
You don't want to.
might be serving the chili dogs if you're umpiring that way. Slicing ball down the right field line, and the wind pulls that one foul. Lee, that's twice we've seen the wind come into play here on balls hit to right field, and that one took what looked like a sure extra base hit into foul territory.
Yeah, fell maybe about 3 feet foul.
So the count remains 2-2 against Professori. Shane Roebuck up next, the catcher. Ball bounces off the plate and the count full.
Interesting, the bullpen, no fence, no anything. You get 4 players standing down the right field line. Not a lot of room in foul territory either.
Call that open air, Lee.
Yeah.
The open air bullpen.
Very much
With
so.
the invisible fence, which is great for dogs, but not so much for a bullpen. Outside on the payoff pitch. And Professori on base for the second time as he walks here. And Shane Roebuck will come up.
Yeah, all of the Wrigley Field look.
We're missing the ivy.
Yeah. Well, I'm just talking about the open air bullpen.
Good point. Leadoff, runner aboard. Didiano's first pitch, a strike. So Professori, Lee, after getting behind 0-2 in that count, able to work it to where he gets on base, and now gives Roebuck a chance to move him up. 6-1 LaRoche leads, bottom of the third inning. No outs here. And catcher Shane Roebuck at the plate against Nicholas Didiano. Roebuck hits this one into right center field. Right fielder back, and a good running catch made out there by Bowie. As that ball carried on him, but Bowie able to track it down and make the grab.
Yeah, Bowie, it looked like maybe started in first, but boy, he got a nice catch there about 5 feet in front of the fence. That ball, he said, kept on carrying out in right center field. Good job by Bowie.
Tyler Craig will reach. Craig with a RBI single back in the opening inning. Craig, the senior from Blackhawk, trying to help the Redhawks extend this 5-run lead. Didiano checks the runner. Craig, liner up the middle, base hit, and heading towards third. Throw coming and getting down. Throw gets away from the third baseman, and the run will score as Professori will come around on the double and then the throwing error.
And I think that runner should go to third base. Nope, they're not. They're going to say he's going to stay on second. So
Craig will be credited with a double.
actually, I think it'd be a single.
Single, right.
Yeah, went to second on the throw.
Does not get the RBI due to the throwing error.
In E9.
Colin Williamson will step to the plate. Williamson 1 for 2. Doubled and scored in the first inning. Grounded out 6-4 to end the second. He's up for the third time with a 7-1 lead, and a runner in scoring position here with 1 out in the home half of the third. So LaRoche has gotten back the run that they gave to the Mounties, and a bunt down the third base line. Didiano throws the first, pulls the first baseman Miller off the bag, and on with the infield single there on the bunt is Williamson, allowing Craig to advance to third.
Yeah, Belko was playing back. Williamson noticed it and laid down the bunt. Pretty good one. Didiano did everything he could, but give him the base hit.
And Corey Laser will come to the plate. Laser 1 for 1. Walked and scored in the first inning. Singled in the second. Up here again for the third time. It's Laser, the junior from Bethel Park. First and third, 1 out. Runner going. Laser golfs this one towards shallow center field. Coming in and making the catch. Runner tagging. Here comes the throw. Offline and in to score for LaRoche is Tyler Craig on the sacrifice fly by Colin Williamson, and it's 8-1 Redhawks.
Yeah, it was a good throw. Is going to nail him, but the throw is up the first base line. So Laser does get that sacrifice fly.
And Luis Nevado will step in. Nevado 2 for 2, singled and scored in the first, also singling in the second inning. 2 outs here with the runner on first. And LaRoche allowing Mount Aloysius to get one in the top half of the third inning. Have gotten two back here. Didiano going to go to first to check the runner there. That's one thing we've seen from LaRoche so far this afternoon, Lee. They've been aggressive on the base paths, not afraid to run. Didiano looks again and delivers. Nevado fouls this one off down the third base line for the strike. For Penn State Barron, you're feeling pretty good, Lee. You gotta just win one game to win the conference championship here. Whoever plays you would have to beat you twice.
Always nice to be in the driver's seat.
Barron has beaten Mount Aloysius. They defeated them 9-2 in the game prior to this one. That's why the Mounties are out on the field right now against LaRoche, who, as the Bee Gees cried, were staying alive with the victory this morning. I see you starting to shake that leg there, Lee. You love the disco era. I know you do.
Before your days.
True, fortunately. Outside pitch there, 2-1 now the count.
The old leisure suits and platform shoes.
Wait, leisure suits went out of style?
Yeah, you'd look good in one.
I've heard that. Nevado slicing one into right field. On with the catch, though, is Bowie. And he makes the catch to retire the home half of the third inning, but two more runs on the board for LaRoche. After three, a third of the way home here at LaRoche, the Redhawks leading the Mounties by the score of 8-1. So the inning comes to an end. But another good one, another productive inning for the Redhawks. As two runs get home on two hits, leaving one on base. Coming up in the top of the fourth inning, we'll see Chase Miller, who's 0 for 1. Matthew McCord is 0 for 1, and Jordan Campana, who's also 0 for 1. And Regis Sauer has had a nice afternoon here so far for the Redhawks.
Yeah, he sure has. Only given up 4 hits. Unfortunately, he hit 2 people, but hasn't hurt him too bad. It's the sun coming back out. A beautiful day here in Western Pennsylvania. I just noticed the two fans sitting in dead center field and the 4 bleachers out there.
Gives you that Wrigley feel, but it's
Yeah.
not quite the building across the street.
Right.
Leadoff batter here is Chase Miller, and he takes a strike. Sauer, second delivery, catches the outside corner, 2-0. So Regis Sauer has looked good here so far. Sauer from Brashear High School. Swing and a miss, strike 3, catches Miller. Outside, ball gets away from the catcher, but down the line throws Roebuck to Herstein. And the first out of the inning, the strikeout recorded the hard way.
Yeah, good breaking pitch there. Got him chasing. Third strikeout of the day for Sauer.
Sauer making District 8 proud with the K there. And here comes Matthew McCourt. McCourt 0 for 1, takes a strike on the first pitch.
One day I wouldn't be surprised that be part of District 7 someday.
Baseball-wise, that
Yeah.
actually kind of happened this year as a couple of teams
Right.
did join the WPIAL. Fouled off by McCourt.
Yeah, some of the sports they are.
I think you're right, though, Lee. I think if common sense prevails, and that doesn't always happen in sports, City League being absorbed by the WPIL would probably be the best for all parties involved in all sports. 0-2 count. Sauer trying to put away McCourt. Checking the swing, and McCourt just holds off.
Yeah, just outside.
Matthew McCourt, freshman. Gets this one toward third. Nice stop made there. Fires across the diamond in plenty of time, does Lemley. And a nice job there by David Lemley, as he had time not only to get in the mitt, but also to tap it a few times and sling it across the first to Herstein to get the out.
Boy, Sauer doing a good job keeping that ball low, getting the ground balls.
Jordan Campana will step to the plate. 0 for 1, flying out to center field to lead off third inning. Left-handed hitting Campana. With 2 outs here. Fouls the ball down the first base side. And the count 0-2. Sauer trying to go 1-2-3 for the second time this afternoon. And he gets the call, strike 3. 2 strikeouts for Sauer in the inning. He catches Campano looking and ends the visitors' half of the fourth inning. No runs, no hits, counted down 1-2-3 inning for LaRoche. And the Redhawks maintain the 8-1 lead as we head into the home half of the fourth.
Boy, that's what you like. Go out there and 3 quick outs, go back to that dugout, take a seat, get your offense back out, and the bat try to get some more runs here. So LaRoche looking pretty dominant here so far through the first 3.5 innings. And they were the number 1 seed, 15-1 overall in the conference.
And coming up for LaRoche.
32-8 overall, so showing why they're the number 1 seed.
Absolutely. We'll see Herstein, Lemley, and Yard, the 3 coming up. Mount Aloysius. Enrollment of 2,500. Caitlin Crescent, Pennsylvania.
Drive through there a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Evansburg, right past Evansburg on 422.
For the Red Hawks, bottom of 4.
I avoid the turnpike tolls. So
always frugal with the dollar, Lee Mohn.
from Butler to Breezewood, I think it's $13. So for an extra 10 minutes of driving,
The scenic route through Crescent.
I'll take 422 to 22 down to 99 and over the 30 and hit Breezewood.
Herstein comes in. He's 1 for 1, scoring 2 with an RBI single in the opening inning, walking in the second. Now steps in here against DiDiano, hits it hard towards short. Play made there by McCourt, cross the diamond, he'll get the play, and the leadoff batter is out.
Thought he was off the back there for a minute.
It was close.
Yeah.
Third baseman, David Lemley.
So for the first time this afternoon, Herstein does not reach base. David Lemley will step in. Lemley reached on error and scored in the first inning. Hit into a 5-2-3 double play in the second. DiDiano's first pitch, a strike. And one thing we've seen so far here from Nicholas DiDiano since he's taken over for Droz in the first inning is he's kind of settled down after a little bit of a rough start.
Yeah, if that base is loaded, nobody out. Jam got out of it, and he's definitely faring pretty well right now.
Ball on the next pitch, 1-1 the count against Lemley. Lemley delivers low here. And the count now, 2-1.
Yeah, plus Crescent, PA, they have a state prison there in there. Got to play softball there a few times in the state prison.
Were you playing in the Pennsylvania Penal League?
We were playing the prisoners.
This ball hits in the shallow right field. Campana, Bowie, that is the beat on it over there, and he'll make the catch. 2 down as Lemley flies out. Lee, I hope you didn't get involved in that league the same way the wild thing Ricky Vaughn got involved in the California Penal League. When asked how you got there, he said he stole a car.
No, we played for an organization called CSI, Christian Sports International. We went in to play. Was in there a couple times.
Did all the team come back?
Actually, I'll give you a story here in a minute.
Mitchell Yard steps in. Yard is 0 for 2, lining out to second in the first inning, grounding to short in the second.
Yeah, the prisoners would have a tournament all week long, and then the best team would come out, and then they get to play us, and you'd play in front of about 300 or 400 prisoners, or spectators. You must say it like that. Okay.
Unwilling spectators.
Yeah, but it was a interesting atmosphere, to say the least.
Talk about home crowd intimidation.
Yes.
This one hit towards right, slicing into foul territory with room. Nice running catch. Bowie with another putout as he tracks that one down as he runs into the fence near the open air bullpen and right. So a 1-2-3 inning for the Mounties. And we'll head to the top of the fifth with LaRoche on top by the score of 8-1. But that's the kind of inning right there that Mount Aloysius needed.
Yeah, nice quick inning, and Bowie did a nice job as that ball was slicing, because that wind took it over and caught the ball about 4 or 5 feet to spare, but then ran into the fence. But good job by him hanging on to it. So Mount Aloysius hanging in, only down 8-1 here at the end of 4.
The good thing for Mount Aloysius is that they were able to get a run on the board a couple of innings ago. The bad thing was that they gave 2 back.
Yeah, that's the bad part, yeah.
So coming up here, we'll see Nicholas Belka, the number 9 hitter, then Ian Helsel and Bryn Brown for the Mounties coming up here in the top of the 5th.
I remember going into Crescent, there was a player, they called him Smoke, and one of the fastest runners I've ever seen.
Okay, that was not the reason I was going to guess.
No, it wasn't that. Might have been the reason, I don't know, but but he was a lot of fun to play against. And naturally, they're pretty good softball players, wouldn't you say the least, because that's a lot of practice.
Yeah, I guess so.
But it was interesting because we had a player actually swung and missed once in playing slow pitch softball. That just set the the prisoners, the spectators off a little
I'm
bit.
sure it did. Belka leads off with the grounder to short. Nice play, good throw as Williamson gets it across to Herstein for the out. So a good start to the inning again for Sauer.
Yeah, his name became Nancy the rest of the day. So
never a good feeling when you swing and miss during a slow pitch softball game. I'm going to just tell you that from experience. It's happened to me a lot more recently than that game you played in.
Yeah, in front of 300 spectators, not a good sign.
Well, luckily the League of Grace that I play in does not draw that many spectators or prisoners. Ian Helsel steps in, fouls off the first pitch here. Helsel, 1 for 1, hit by a pitch in the first inning, singled and scored in third.
Yeah, my memories of Crescent, PA.
Very fondly.
Oh, yeah. It was a good time. It went into the prison, but 2-3 times got to play.
Good shot here up the middle. Not going to fall, though, as Craig gets up with the leather and snags the offering from Helsel out of the air. Helsel and I thought he had a line drive hit up the middle, but a nice play at second base by Tyler Craig.
Yeah, Tyler Craig, nice jump. Nice timing on that to jump before the ball goes into center field. That ball just hung up in the window just enough for Craig to make the adjustment, make the play.
Lining out to Craig will bring Bryn Brown to the plate. Brown 2 for 2, singling in both the first and third innings. Fouling off the first pitch here for the strike.
I was surprised they didn't get on my mullet at the time.
You had one? Well, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure everybody else probably did too. Brown, liner this time. No one going to catch that between short and third. And with 2 outs, Bryn Brown on base for the third time. He's 3 for 3 with the single here in the 5th.
Right fielder, Connor.
Well, the last time these guys came up, Lee, this particular group of hitters in the second inning, they had 2 outs before they were able to strike for a run. Bowie will step up now. Bowie popped out to third in the first inning, singled in the third. Mentioned Bowie from Ancaster, Ontario, Canada, and Bishop Thomas Catholic High School.
Wonder how he found Mount Aloysius.
Probably was on a tour through Crescent and stopped by the prison to play a little softball. Ball in the dirt, but a nice job there by Roebuck to keep it in front of him and thus keep the runner Brown from advancing. Runner on first. 2-0 the count with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th and an 8-1 LaRoche lead.
You don't hear about too many Canadian baseball players.
You don't hear a lot of them.
No.
Hard liner into right center field. That one's in the gap, going to the fence, rounding second, heading towards third. Getting the green light is Brown. He's going to round third, heading towards third. Standing up with the triple is Connor Bowie. And another run scored with 2 outs as Bowie comes through big time with the triple, bringing Brown home and cutting the LaRoche lead to 8-2.
Yeah, that ball just died out in right center field amongst the fence on that warning track and allowed Bowie to make it in the third. Good hard hit ball into the gap, so cut the lead as you said.
Bowie's second hit, and now Benjamin Leggett will step up. Leggett 0 for 1, striking out in the first inning. He walked in the third.
Leggett hit a 3-run shot in the 7th inning yesterday.
Like to get one here. Just pitch outside. And ahead in the count is the batter. 1-0. Bowie on third. Leggett trying to chip away here. And it is now an 8-2 LaRoche lead. Sauer gives Bowie a look. Swing and a miss on the offering there by Leggett. Off-speed pitch, kind of changed it up a little bit and caught the batter. One the count. Low and outside, 2-1.
Looks like they're trying to keep it outside on Leggett.
Sauer delivers. Leggett hits a foul ball down the third base side. Bowie will have to head back to third as the count evens up now 2-2 against Leggett. High offering there by Sauer, and the count now full, 3-2. So Leggett awaits the payoff pitch. Here it comes. Leggett hits a hold of this one into center field, but with room back and under it is Nevado. And Luis Nevado records the final out of the visitors' half of the 5th inning. We head to the bottom of inning number 5. Mount Aloysius gets a run home, but the cushion still at 6 for the Redhawks at 8-2.
Starting to get a little chilly here at LaRoche College. That wind continuing to blow straight at us. See if we get the new. Nope, still. Didiano still comes out into the mound for his 4th inning of work. Said struggled early, and he's, like you said, he's really settled down nicely.
Bottom of the 5th, we'll see Joe Professori, Shane Roebuck, and Tyler Craig coming up for the LaRoche Redhawks. Those same 3 men led off the 3rd inning when LaRoche was able to bring 2 more home. It started with Professori walking and scoring. Roebuck would fly out to right field. Craig would single.
Remember, championship games will be on the air tomorrow morning.
Designated hitter, Joe Professori.
One, if necessary, both games will be on. Mr. Rebel.
Professori, singled a 2-run single in the 1st inning, then walked and scored in the 3rd. 10 o'clock, I believe.
Yes.
To start things off here tomorrow morning with what could be a doubleheader. Didiano's first pitch inside for the ball.
Our producer, Chris, you going to be here tomorrow? Oh, yeah. He smiles.
Chris Lackner actually just enrolled at LaRoche so he can just stay here for the whole weekend. Outside pitch for the ball, 2-0 the count.
He's going to produce the softball show, the baseball show tonight on MSA Sports, too.
What time is that on?
8 o'clock. Right after this, 8 o'clock.
Wow. Chris going to be trying to make the same kind of time. I'm going to be trying to make it home for something different. Good, solid hit into right field. Single there for Professor. He's on base for the third time this afternoon and gets it started for the Redhawks here in the bottom of the fifth.
Well, the good thing, what you're going home for, if you're running a little late, at least catch it on the radio.
Well,
possibly.
Keep the fingers crossed that we're not going to be running a little bit
we're
late.
doing okay.
And face-off isn't usually till 8:15 anyway.
Yeah, you're doing okay. As of right now.
We're good. We are good. 8-2 the score. LaRoche gets the leadoff batter on. Professori there. And Roebuck steps in. Roebuck has flown out to right field twice in the first and third innings.
They announced Murray as the starter?
No announcement made yet.
Oh, wow.
At least not that I heard. Foul ball here.
You'd think Murray would be starting tonight, but
I'd go with Fleury.
I think you're the first person I heard say that.
He's the starter. It's his job. He lost it by injury. I was very impressed with the way Matt Murray played it for the first two series, but I'd go back to my starting goalie in game one, and if he falters, then go to Murray from there. Outside the pitch, 2-1 the count here against Shane Roebuck. It's the way I see it, Lee, but if Matt Murray's in goal tonight, you're not going to get any complaints from me either. He was solid through the first two series for the Penguins. Stealing game number three for the Pens. That 47 save performance.
Yeah. Who would have thunk?
Not me. See what the Penguins decide to go with. Fleury actually did not fare very well statistically against the Lightning this season. 2-1 count here. Roebuck going to send that one to where Lee said is a dangerous place to park.
Look out. Over the truck.
Near the bus.
Well, hopefully the Pens will make better than the Pirates did today, or they were losing 9-4 in the ninth.
Yeah, that one hurts.
Liriano gave up 8 runs and four and a third.
Pirates.
Yeah.
Pitching has been a little bit subpar here in the early part of this 2K16 season, but I think before anybody panics, they weren't exactly lighting the world on fire at Memorial Day last year either, able to rebound. So it's not how you finish. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Just ask the Penguins. Full count here against Roebuck. Didiano checks the runner at first. Foul down the third base line, and Roebuck stays alive.
Oh, maybe the Pirates should try like Penguins said, fire hurdle, bring in some.
That might not be the most popular move in town.
Mr. Positive.
Well, when you go from John Russell to Clint Hurdle, John Russell had the personality of a seatbelt, so I think the Pirates are okay. 8-2 LaRoche in the lead here, and drawing the walk is Shane Roebuck. He reaches base for the first time. Professori will move to second, and Tyler Craig will step in. Craig 1 for 1, 2 singles, an RBI back in the first inning, a run scored in the third.
John Russell still around? Is he still third base coach for Seattle?
Sure, why not?
I know he's with McClendon out there. Of course, McClendon's now in Toledo, so I would think Russell's probably not there.
He's not a mud hen?
I know McClendon is.
Tyler Craig steps to bat. Craig, the senior from Blackhawk High School, trying to get the run back that the Redhawks gave to the Mounties in the top of the fifth. And the ironic thing here, Lee, is of the 2 runs that Mount Aloysius have scored, they've scored them both with 2 outs.
Yeah, just trying to think another player off the top of my head. From Blackhawk, Brendan McKay having a fine sophomore season at Louisville in Division I. I think the 4th or 5th ranked team in the country.
Runners at first and second, no out. Craig shows bunt, gets it down towards the third base side. Didiano looks that way, then fires back to first, and the sacrifice bunt laid down perfectly by Tyler Craig as Professori advances to third and Roebuck to second.
Shortstop,
Yeah, perfectly placed bunt. Would move those runners up 90 feet.
Do I hear a turkey call, Lee, or is that crazy turkey that flew through the Port Authority bus window made its way up here?
You heard the turkey call. We're going to get a pitching change during that. That's why the turkey called.
All right.
We're going to get the pitching change. Perfect timing.
Runners at second and third with one out after the sacrifice bunt by Craig. Colin Williamson will come to the plate for LaRoche. Williamson 2 for 3. Doubled and scored in the first inning. Grounded to short to end the second. Then had a bunt single in the third. Williamson,
On the mound for the Mountain.
senior from Butler.
33, Brady King.
And we will see Brady Ring take over here. Ring, another product from north of the border. Ring, the senior left-hander from Braeside, Ontario, Canada, and St. Joseph Catholic High School. Eh?
Hey.
Brady Ring, the third pitcher of the afternoon here from Mount Aloysius.
Yeah, you say that. That always reminds me of a little joke about that, how you spell Canada. C-A-N-A-D-A.
Lee will be playing at the Butler County Fair this summer. Be there every day.
No, actually, the farm show. I don't go to the fair.
Not a fan of the Big Butler Fair?
You must go out there. Or you just went out to,
I have never been to the Big Butler Fair, actually. I
well, no,
I always see big promotions for it, though, for the fireworks and the Clarks.
the country music.
Well, that
And
is
then
that too.
the last couple years, the guy from Butler from Poison.
Brett Michaels.
Yes, Brett Michaels has been out
Come
there.
on,
the
Lee,
last
every
year.
rose has its thorn. You know that?
Yes, it does. Yeah, Brett Michaels has drawn a lot of people out there the last couple of years. He actually got the key to the city of Butler, I think, last year.
Is it a skeleton key?
I believe it might be.
All right. So here we go. Brady Ring checks in to pitch now for the Mounties. And Colin Williamson steps in. Williamson hits this one towards third. Going to keep the runners there. It was a nice play made at third by Belka as he brings it across to Miller to record the out. And now 2 down as Corey Laser steps up.
Yeah, real nice play there by Belka as he was playing in on the grass to begin with, and he got that short hop, looked the runner back, make a nice throw in the run, keep the runners in place.
Laser stepping in here. Runners at second and third, 2 outs, an 8-2 lead. And Laser with the laser into left field. Going to bring home one, rounding third and scoring as well. For LaRoche, both runners coming home as Roebuck crosses as well. Laser coming through with a 2-out, 2-run double. And the Redhawks increase their lead to 8, 10-2. The home team leads here in the bottom of the fifth with 2 down.
Yeah, first pitch swinging was Laser. Boy, just slid underneath the tag at second base. A good strong throw out there by Ben Campano. But big 2-out, 2 RBIs.
3 RBIs for Laser now this afternoon as Luis Navedo steps to the plate. Navedo 2 for 2, singling and scoring in the first, singling in the second, and flying out to right to end the third. High offering there from Ring. 1-0 the count. On deck is Ben Herstein.
Brady Wright warming up now for Mount Aloysius. The fourth pitcher, possibly.
Ring just inside with that second pitch, and the count now 2-0. Mentioned Luis Navedo. Talking about international products. Navedo from Vega Alta, Puerto Rico, and the Carlos Beltran Baseball Academy as he swings hard and misses here. Cutting the count now to 2-1.
I'm surprised you're not using any wrestling
Puerto
reference
Rico?
from Puerto Rico.
Well, right now the only hot thing in Puerto Rico is the Zika virus. But Navedo Gets a hold of this one into the gap into left center. Nevada going to bring the runner home. He's headed towards second. Throw coming in. Nevada in standing up. And another run. 3 crossing the plate here for LaRoche with 2 outs. And it's 11-2 Redhawks.
That was a hanging changeup that Nevada waited, and just drove in the right center field.
Nevada gets
patience.
the second.
That ball was probably 60 mile an hour if best. He lofted it up there.
Professori, Roebuck, and Laser have all scored. Nevada on this chance by Herstein into right field. Bowie, the sure-handed fielder there to make the grab and end the home half of the 5th inning. But another good inning for LaRoche. They put 3 more on the board, and the Redhawks lead Mount Aloysius after 5 by the score of 11-2.
So Sauer now with a 9-run lead to come out here in the top of the 6th inning. Boy, if Mount Aloysius, if you can get Sauer to pitch a complete game, that will really help you for tomorrow. Maybe having to play 2 games. Hopefully for LaRoche having to play 2 games. Hopefully tomorrow, if they can, they'll save all the. They're going to need a lot of pitchers tomorrow. So if Sauer can come through here with a complete game, only given up 6 hits so far, Sauer. Couple hit batsmen, but boy, 11 hits so far for LaRoche here. Well, these umpires keep them moving, don't they?
No one's complaining about that, Lee.
Yeah,
not on a Friday,
like
not on a hockey night in Pittsburgh on a Friday night.
That's probably one of the reasons.
They got places to be. They may want to watch it on the big screen. Dylan Oswald, Chase Miller, Matthew McCourt, the trio expected here in the bottom half of the 6th inning for Mount Aloysius. Oswald on the afternoon, hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning, grounded to short in the 3rd. Oswald fouls off the first pitch. Also from Central PA. Oswald from Altoona, Cambria County.
Been there many times.
You're a big fan of the curve, are you?
No.
Okay, or not?
Been to Altoona High School quite a lot.
Ball there.
They hold a
I've been
lot.
to one curve game.
Yeah, they hold a lot. That's the only one I've been to too. One game.
Blair County Ballpark, a nice facility, and talking about our the 1-1 count outside here, 2-1. But talking about stories, I went to discover that the Altoona mascot is actually a fish. He is. What's his name, Lee?
I couldn't tell you.
Altoona.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Altoona.
Not to be confused with former New York Jets wide receiver Altoona.
Yeah, Mr. Zangrilli lined us up with some tickets when he was still broadcasting for the Altoona Curve. Shows you how long it's been since I've been out there.
2-2 the count here against Dylan Oswald, leading off the 6th.
Mr. Zangrilli now the pre- and post-game host for the Pirates.
All fouled off by Dylan Oswald.
Now, the PIAA has a lot of state games at Altoona High School. So I've been out there quite a bit last few years for basketball and volleyball.
Been to Mansion Park as well.
Yes.
Slow roller towards 3rd. Play there. Throw across in time. Nice strike by Lemley as he guns down Dylan Oswald. Chase Miller comes to the plate.
Yeah, showing a strong arm there. Thought Oswald might be able to beat that out, but did not.
Chase Miller 0 for 2. Hitting a 1-6-3 double play in the 2nd. Struck out in the 4th. Miller, the sophomore from Lakewood, Ohio.
Yeah, they had the high school baseball championships at Altoona for a couple years now. Back at State College.
This one's lined towards center, and it's going to drop there. Base hit for Miller, so he reaches for the first time on the afternoon. That'll bring up Matthew McCourt.
Shortstop.
It's nice in State College because they get the softball championships the same day. And nice to have it at one facility.
Convenience.
Yes.
We like convenience.
Yeah, it's convenient for MSA because it used to be in Shippensburg in Altoona, and you have to make that drive.
Matthew McCourt, 0 for 2 on the afternoon, grounding out to short in the second, grounding to third in the fourth. McCourt fouls off on a check swing, the first offering.
Yeah, McCourt had that solo shot against LaRoche yesterday in the 7th inning. Said Mount Aloysius had 17 hits against LaRoche yesterday.
7 so far, only 2 runs. LaRoche, though, with 11 on the board. Have a 9-run lead here in the top of the 6th. Ball hit towards second. Flip to short. Come back to first. And unable to hold on to it. There's the first baseman, Herstein. But a good play there to get the lead runner.
Yeah, not a hard hit ball. Tyler Craig couldn't charge that. It was a little flare out to him. He had to wait for the ball to come to him on that bounce. But Williamson, strong throw over, but not really a good chance to get McCourt. It's the fielder's choice.
And Jordan Campano will step in here. Campano 0 for 2. Flew out to center in the third, struck out to end the fourth.
Yeah, Campano was 4 for 5 yesterday.
Takes the first pitch, called strike.
Good thing he doesn't look like his brother. Did I say that? Yeah.
You said it out loud, too.
Corey appreciates it.
Campano slicing this one foul. And ahead 0-2 is Sauer, who's made a habit, Lee, and a good habit of getting ahead of most of the batters he's faced here this afternoon.
Yeah, he definitely has.
0-2 the count, runner on first, 2 outs, 11-2 LaRoche leads. Delivery here, Campano slices one in a left field with a base hit. And with 2 outs, 2 runners again on for the Mounties.
Getting a lot of runners on lately, but can't get them around. But doing a lot with 2 outs.
We've seen twice, both runs
Baseman, Nicholas.
for the Mounties scored with 2 outs. As Nicholas Belka steps in, Belka 0 for 2, striking out in the third, grounding out to short in the third and fifth innings respectively. Belka with a chance to do some damage here with runners at first and second and 2 outs.
Boy, outfield's coming in.
First pitch there is low for a ball.
Not showing any respect for Belka. Of course, he only hit 185 during the year.
Belka, the freshman from Freehold, New Jersey. Sauer checks the runners and delivers. Gets the call on this one. The count even 1-1.
Yeah, Laser in right field just keeps on creeping in.
Swing and a miss there, and the count 1-2.
Yeah, ball handcuffed him, came inside on him.
One, 2 the count, 2 outs. Runners at first and second here for Mount Aloysius. Sauer trying to get out of the inning unscathed. Belka, the 9-hitter, with a 1-2 count against him. Hits it back to the mound. Gee, glove right there by Sauer as he snags it on the backhand, saves face and the inning as he makes the play to end it. Nice snag on the Belka liner, and Mount Aloysius goes down without any runs on the board.
Look what I found. Sauer reached from behind to catch that ball. I don't know how that ball found his glove, but that ball was destined for center field, but Sauer able to get that glove out and snag it to prevent a run and the inning.
So no runs. 2 remain on the board. 1 hit in the inning. 2 hits in the inning. And 2 men left on base. 7 runners left on base by Mount Aloysius so far here in this game as we head to the bottom of the 6th and an 11-2 LaRoche lead. And for the second inning, we will see Brady Ring on the hill. Actually, no, we won't. We're going to get another pitching change here.
That's
it is Ring. I'm sorry.
That's Ring.
Okay.
They're still warming up down the bullpen, though.
You're right.
Brady Wright still
Brady
warming
Ring.
up.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's no. That's just a matter of my eyes just deceiving me. I thought that 32 was on the mound. It's 33.
Just another Brady warming up, that's all.
Lemley will step in here to lead off. The 6th inning. Lemley is 0 for 3, reaching on air in the 1st inning. Hitting into a double play in the 2nd. Flying out to right in the 4th. Lemley did reach on air, as we mentioned, in the 1st and score. Ring's first pitch is strike. And here comes the 2nd delivery. Curveball inside. And that one gets away from the catcher Brown, and the count even 1-1.
By the way, another team going to that old uniform look of the Houston Astros.
You're a big fan of that, aren't you, Lee?
I like the Pine Russian look, the high school, the green and white. I didn't mind those uniforms back when.
The Astros, the orange and blue.
Yeah.
Hard hit ball into right center field. That one's into the gap and back to the fence, rounding first and heading into second, standing up, getting the wave, going to third. Throw gets away from the second baseman. Stand up triple for David Lemley to start the 6th inning here for the home team.
Yeah, that cutoff throw wasn't a good one. It got underneath Ian Helsel's glove, and that allowed Lemley to get all the way to third base, and now the pitching change is coming.
Mitchell Yard will step up. Yard 0 for 3. Lined out to second in the 1st. Grounded to short in the 2nd. Flew out to right to end the 4th. He'll get his 4th crack here, but he will face the 4th Mount Aloysius pitcher as the book closes on Brady Ring.
Yeah, it's bringing another Brady. It'll be Brady Wright. Let's see what come up his stats, regular season stats on the year for Brady Wright.
So coming in now,
Brady Wright,
Number 31.
4 and 3 on the year. Had a save, pitched 24 innings, got 29 hits, 16 walks, 24 strikeouts, an ERA of 5.25.
Brady Wright, the first right-handed pitcher we'll see this afternoon for the Mounties. Wright, the senior from Forest Hills High School, Wilmore, Pennsylvania.
That's a small school, Forest Hills. A single A school.
Near the Cambria County area as well.
District 5, yeah. There's no District 5, that's all I know. The Rangers up. No, they're not the Rangers. Are they Rangers? Or is that Fort Cherry's the Rangers?
Forest Hills is as well, Lee.
Okay.
I believe you are correct. I can tell you that I actually covered a Forest Hills state football game many years ago.
That's right here in
against Brockway.
Wow, District 9.
District 9, District 5, 2002. A game won by Forest Hills, who would then go on and lose to Seton LaSalle.
Wow. Look at that memory jar.
Unbelievable. I can remember that from almost 14 years ago.
Where was the game played?
Played at DuBois High School.
DuBois.
If you're French.
Yeah. Actually, I covered a game at DuBois High School. Clearfield came down and played a game
The Bison.
there. Yes. I forget who they played that night.
Well, your memory's not as good as mine, obviously, Lee. You're probably too focused on primping your mullet.
Oh, now I remember. Hold on.
Leading off here for LaRoche. The first batter that is against the pitcher Wright. And
they're going to give him a hit.
That is indeed a single.
Yeah, a line drive to Belka, but it went off Belka's glove at third base and drifted. Ball bounced in between short and third, so
Yard gets the single.
Yeah, they're going to give him the single. No chance for Lemley to move up 90 feet, so first and third, nobody out.
And Professori will step in. He's 2 for 2. Singles in the 1st and 5th inning. Walked and scored in the 3rd. As a matter of fact, he scored all 3 times and batted 2 home in the 1st. Runners at the corners. No outs and a 1-0 count against Joe Professori. Runner heading towards second. And stealing it there is Mitchell Yard. Anyway, Lee, you were remembering something.
Oh, yeah. I think Clearfield played Shenley that night, if I'm not mistaken. The District 8, District 9 game.
That makes sense. I believe those games have been played in DuBois.
Yeah.
Now 2 runners in scoring position. Laser bounces it towards short. 1 run will come home as the throw there from McCourt to first will put the first out on the board for LaRoche, but the Redhawks get the run home as Lemley, who led off the inning with the triple, crosses home.
Yeah, ball hit the edge of the grass, and good job by McCourt to stay in front of that one. Make it look easy.
Also advancing to third on the play was Yard. Shane Roebuck steps in. Roebuck walked and scored in his last at bat in the 5th inning. Flown out to right field in his other 2 at bats. First pitch here from right is outside for a ball.
Unlike in high school, there's no 10-run rule in college.
Outside again is right.
Oh, Chris, you love it.
I wish there was a 10 run.
Chris has had a full day here on the MSA Sports Network. He's been here since the crack of dawn, literally. 2-0 the count. Fouled back here into the fence.
Actually, everything got pushed back an hour because of the rain last night.
Unacceptable.
Christopher Nolan, the 5th pitcher, is now warming up for Mount Aloysius down the right field line.
2-1 count. Runner on third. 1 run home. 12-2 the lead for LaRoche.
That's got a chance to hit a car.
Fouled up. And into the grass. 2-2 the count now. It's Roebuck with the runner on. Would like to at least get a sacrifice here. Push this lead to 11. Roebuck fouls off another one. Wright has quite the delivery, Lee.
Yeah,
Kind of reminds me of Bill Landrum.
Wow.
Minus the big wad of chew in his cheek.
Yeah, that goes a ways back.
Two the count. And taking it there low is Roebuck. Count full now at 3-2.
Bill Landrum came out of the bullpen, didn't he?
He was a closer for the Buccos in the late 80s.
Yeah. Those exciting teams.
Oh, they were. 3-2 count. Swing and a miss. And drummed him.
Okay, he took something off that one.
Roebuck goes down on strikes. To bring Tyler Craig to the plate. Craig singled, homer run in the 1st inning, singled and scored in the 3rd, sacrificed in the 5th. And with a runner on 3rd and 2 outs, would like to keep this inning alive for LaRoche. A 12-2 lead for the Redhawks. Wright's delivery, and doesn't get the call on that one, putting Craig ahead 1-0.
Landrum, number 43.
Yes, sir. Swing and a miss inside on the 2nd pitch there. Evens the count at 1. It's been a good afternoon here for LaRoche. One count. Craig takes outside 2-1. But it was a great start for LaRoche, Lee, and that's really what got it going. A 6-run first inning really has been the difference here against starter Kyle Droz, who I believe did not record an out. Foul ball into right field. Nice catch by the gentleman at the guardrail.
Yes. Doesn't look like he dropped it either.
He did it. He one-handed it. He was able to keep his drink, I think, in the right hand. He reached out with the left against the guardrail.
And to protect the lady friend up there, too.
I'm sure that's what his intention was. 2-2 the count. High here, full now at 3-2.
And he's keeping the ball.
Wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
If you get some grass stains on the jeans making a one-hander along the guardrail like that, that ball's coming home. Full count now. Right. Trying to end the inning. Craig hits this one softly into left center field, and the shortstop there with the running grab, McCourt, will end the inning. So LaRoche able to get one more across the plate. We head to the top of the 7th inning. The home team with a 10-run cushion. The Redhawks lead the Mounties by the score of 12-2.
So down to 3 innings now for Mount Aloysius. Collecting 8 hits on the day. A long way to go in this one. For Mount Aloysius, only 3 earned. A long way to come back is what I meant to say. See if they can put something together, but Regis Sauer been strong here today.
Sauer has been good.
Yeah, see if you're LaRoche, keep him out there as long as you possibly can.
He's given up 8 hits, but has held Mount Aloysius to just 2 runs through 6 innings of work. 4 strikeouts as well. And a nice behind-the-back snag on Nicholas Belka to end the 6th inning, the top half of the 6th.
That was one heck of a grab. Check that out in the video highlights if you want to. These games are archived here on MSASports.net, so
absolutely
check out that replay. Go back and check out the grab.
Glad to be a part of this tournament here.
Yeah, it's nice to see the college game. As I said earlier, is
I believe for all the years you've been covering high school ball, a lot of these names and faces are probably familiar to you as well, as both these teams have Whippeal-laden rosters.
It's nice to see them.
Hot liner towards center field, and with the beat on it there is Novato for the first out of the inning as he retires Ian Helsel.
Yeah, Tyler Wilt threw the 3-hit shutout earlier today. He pitched at North Allegheny. Get to see him pitch for a few years since I do some stuff for North Allegheny. And Colin Williamson played for Butler. Got to see, since I'm from Butler, got to see him play a couple times.
Colin Williamson did not take your hair tips, though. He has a much closer cut.
Yes.
Brown, 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Coming into his 4th plate appearance, singling in the 1st and 2nd innings, singling and scoring in the 5th.
I'm only growing the mullet for you.
For me? I am a fanly, but after the hashtag
like
Lee
the
Mohns,
hashtag, yeah.
After the hashtag Lee Mohns mullet at Heinz Field got so much attention, you have to do it for the people as well. Right. Brown chops this one into the dugout.
That's why it's coming back. We're trying to make it come back anyways.
By football season, it should be good to go.
Yeah, it might be. We'll see.
0-2 the count. Sauer ahead of another batter here, and he delivers, fouled back.
The wife doesn't
cross the road.
The wife doesn't mind it so far, so.
Well, if you'd listen to some country music, Lee, you get to know her better.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll listen to some Travis Tritt, who I'm pretty sure is the king of all mullets. 0-2 the count. Brown slicing this one into left center field. Nevada back there with plenty of room underneath of it for his 2nd recorded out of the inning. Back-to-back flyouts to center will bring Connor Bowie to the plate with 2 down.
Actually, if I can get it to 10, I think it's 10 inches. Wigs for kids, that's where it's going to go to, if I can get it that long again.
It's a good cause, Lee.
Yeah, I gave the first mullet to Locks of Love back in 2000.
You had a mullet like 2 years ago.
No, a real mullet. I had 11 inches back in 2000. 2001, I believe it was, yeah.
Holy moly hatchet.
2000, yeah.
Bowie takes the first pitch for a ball. 2 for 3 on the day. Singling in the 2nd. RBI triple in the 5th. Popped out to 3rd in his 1st at bat. Fouls off this pitch here to even the count up at 1.
Yeah, it's funny. I went in to play basketball at the Y, and they said, "What'd you do, lose a bet?" I said, "No."
Was that after you cut the mullet or when you grew it?
No, after I cut the mullet. My sister was going through battling cancer, and I cut it. She lost her hair because I figured I'll cut mine for her, and they weren't expecting that response coming back. It sort of put the
1-1 count against Bowie, and the pitch from Sauer in the dirt.
It's like they were making a joke, and it's like, "Oh, sorry."
Never good when the joke goes that way.
Nah. Yeah, I didn't mean it. That just telling him the truth. And he's like, whoops, I had no worry.
I considered a playoff Mohawk this year for the Penguins, but there's too much maintenance involved in that, so I haven't done that in a couple of years. Swing and a miss, though. On a good pitch, Bowie.
Yeah, I remember that Mohawk.
I had it a couple of times.
Yeah.
Had it a couple of times. Haven't had it in about 3 years. Haven't grown a beard in 3 years either, so feeling a little more playoff official. 2-2 count here against Bowie, striking him out to end the inning. Sauer with his 5th K of the afternoon, and 1-2-3 go the Mounties in the top of the 7th inning. Home team coming to the plate, and a 12-2 Redhawks lead.
Time for a 7th inning stretch?
Sure, why not?
Yeah. I'm waiting for Chris Lackner to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," but he's not going to do that, though.
We can get him on. We can get him to sing it.
Or we can get Travis Stritt to do it, huh?
Is he available? He's not at the Big Butler Fair?
No, I can't remember who the big country singer was the last couple years out there.
Big and Rich.
No, they haven't been out there. The local radio station in Pittsburgh goes out there, covers the
Poverty Neck
concert.
Hillbillies.
I think they've been out there once.
I don't think they exist anymore, but
I think they were out there once, though, if I'm not mistaken.
I actually saw
A couple times. Those fairs around the country, they always get those groups. New pitcher?
Yes, we have another pitcher. We will see our 5th arm of the afternoon here.
Well, no, actually, it's still Brady Wright.
I'm sorry, it's Brady Wright.
My fault. I did the same thing as you.
It happens.
Saw the other number.
Colin Williamson going to lead off here.
And that Christopher Nolan's still warming up down there.
Start this bottom half of the 7th. Williamson, 2 for 4. Doubled and scored in the first inning, had a bunt single in the 3rd, grounded to short in the 2nd, grounded to 3rd in the 5th. Called strike here on the first offering from Brady Wright. Inside on the second pitch, leaving the count at 1. Williamson, Laser, and Nevado all due up. It's been a good part of this LaRoche order so far.
It was yesterday, too. Or earlier today.
Catching the outside corner with that pitch is Wright to get ahead of the count now. 1-2 against Colin Williamson. Mentioned the winner will take on Penn State Barron tomorrow. Barron is yet to lose, but if this score holds to form, they've yet to see LaRoche either. One-two count here. Wright comes against Williamson, low and inside. 2-2 now. Gets the call. And Wright strikes out Williamson to start the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, if LaRoche hangs on the win, they'll be the visiting team tomorrow on their home field in the double elimination tournament.
Corey Laser's been good at the plate so far. Laser is scored twice, batted in 3 runs, singling in the 2nd, doubling in the 5th, reached on a walk in the 1st, and had a sacrifice fly for an RBI in the 3rd. Takes a ball in the first pitch from Brady Wright. Mentioned Wright from Forest Hills High School. As Laser hits it to second. Ball played there by Helsel, tossing across to Miller to record the out. Saley up until maybe 7 years ago. Forest Hills had a hockey team that played PIHL hockey as well. Maybe it's longer than that now that I think about it, but had that influx of teams from that area there for a while in Forest Hills and Conemaugh Valley.
Bishop McCourt.
McCourt's back on the single A level. Pitch here by Wright, the first one to Nevado. Is inside for a ball. Nevado, 3 for 4 with singles in the 1st and 2nd inning. He doubled in the 5th. Scoring in the 1st, bringing a run home with that 5th inning double. Nevedo flew out to right in the third. Takes a strike here on the second offering to even the count up at 1. Wright trying to get a 1-2-3 inning for Mount Aloysius, which I'm if looking at it, if my scorecard's correct, would be the first 1-2-3 inning of the afternoon for the Mounties.
They actually had one in the 4th.
Oh, yes, they did.
Yeah.
I should have looked closer.
That's all right. First mistake of the day. It's not bad in the bottom of the 7th.
I was thinking about Forest Hills hockey and mullets. 2-1 the count. Wright delivers, fouled off by Nevedo. And the count evens at 2.
I was trying to think if some other hockey teams are out there.
Oh, we had
Off the top of my
Johnstown
head.
for a while.
A double-A team. McCourt's been the biggie.
There was Richland that played from
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, PHL covers a lot of ground.
Not many more of those teams, though, that we
No.
mentioned are down here, besides McCourt and Westmont Hilltop.
Yeah, there we go. Westmont Hilltop. That's another one.
2-2 the count. Outside, count worked full by Nevedo.
That's more near Altoona.
Which is also the name of the Altoona Curve mascot, the fish known as Altoona.
But did it say Pittsburgh?
It was such a bad mascot name, I couldn't help but laugh, and I'll never forget it. Full count outside, Nevedo draws the walk.
First baseman, Ben Herstein.
You don't think it's a creative nickname there, right?
For Herstein, does he need a nickname?
No, I meant the Altoona. You
I
don't
was
like
gonna
it.
say,
You don't like
yeah.
that name, huh?
Not really. Herstein obviously would probably
Not creative enough for you, I guess. Huh?
not indeed. Herstein would probably like to get on base again. He had a 2 RBI single and scored back in the first, reached on a walk in the second, but has not reached base, grounding to short in the fourth and flying to right in the fifth. Trying to bottle LaRoche's cause here with 2 outs. Herstein takes the pitch, called strike, evens the count at 1. Runner on first, 2 down here, 12-2. LaRoche in the lead. And Herstein hooking this one down the first base line into right field. Fair ball. Herstein rounding first, heading towards second, getting the wave at third. And here comes Nevedo across as Herstein's into third, standing up. 2 out, RBI triple, and LaRoche increases their lead to 13-2.
It might have been a play at the plate possibly, but the cutoff throw went underneath the Hell's glove and then rolled into second base. So easily scoring, as she says, Nevedo. 3rd RBI of the day for Herstein.
David Lemley will step up. Lemley tripled in his last at-bat last inning. First pitch outside for a ball from Brady Wright, who's been tagged for his second run of the afternoon. Good pitch there by Wright. Evens the count at 1. Wright sends this one into right center. Bowie there in front of the scoreboard, hauls it in to make the catch and end the 7th inning. But LaRoche gets another run home and leads Mount Aloysius heading into the top of the 8th by the score of 13-2.
Boy, Bowie's been busy out in right field.
Sure has.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got him 6 putouts in the day.
That sounds about right.
A lot of fly balls out to right field. Of course, the wind's blowing out that way, too. So, LaRoche 2 innings away from moving on to that championship game or games tomorrow morning here in the MSA Sports Network at 10 o'clock.
Top half of the 8th inning. We'll see Benjamin Leggett, Dylan Oswalt, and Chase Miller coming up for the Mounties. Leggett 0 for 2, striking out in the first inning and flying to center in the fifth. He also walked in the third. Oswald, 0 for 2, grounding to short in the third, grounding to second that's in the sixth, and being hit by a pitch in his first at bat. Chase Miller has 1 for 3. Hit into a double play in the second inning, struck out in the fourth, and singled in the sixth.
Just when I thought about getting something to eat, the concession stand closed. Oh, well.
It's not working your way today, Lee.
Nah, that's all right. Plenty of places to eat around LaRoche.
I think you might be able to find a spot.
Yeah.
First pitch here from Sauer inside for a ball. Sauer's been strong.
Wait till I get home and order some wings for the game.
Hey, sounds like a plan. Bouncer towards third. Nice play made there. Crossed the diamond with the throw. Lemley to Herstein. And Leggett out number 1 here in the top of the 8th inning.
And not too many fly balls here today off of Sauer. Doing a good job getting that ground ball.
Oswalt steps in.
Said he came in with a regular season record of 7-0. Did Sauer.
Sauer's been strong. Oswalt hits this one to center. Underneath of it there's Novato as he backs up and makes the grab, putting down the second batter, Oswalt. 2 away here. In the top of the 8th, the lead still 13-2 for LaRoche.
Our first pitch swinging now for Mohn Aloysius.
Chase Miller will step in now. Miller pops this one up towards first, heading towards the fence and running out of room is Herstein over there. So Miller gets another crack at this at bat.
Another day that would stay in. The wind blew that out.
Seen that wind come into play a couple times here on balls hit down the line to right. This one's hit well into right field, and it hooks foul as well. As Miller got a good swing into that one, sending it down the line.
And there's the wind. That would have been right down the right field line, but wind got a hold of it and drove it foul.
Just foul that time. The good news for Regis Sauer is the count is now 0-2, and Sauer would like to shut down this inning here, 1-2-3 style. Sauer readies and delivers. Miller sends another one foul. To the count, 2 outs, delivery. Fouled off the other way this time.
Split this with the equipment.
13-2, LaRoche in the lead. 2 away here in the top of the 8th. Sauer trying to get out of it. Gets the call. Strike 3. 1-2-3 inning for the Redhawks. And they're 3 outs away from moving on to face Penn State Barron tomorrow. But another good close there. The 5th strikeout of the afternoon by Regis Sauer.
Yeah, got the call in the outside corner. So LaRoche now 1 inning away from moving on. And North Hills Joe is making his appearance here. My man, or goes all the local North Hills games. He comes around. Hey, Joe. He's not going to say hello right now. He goes all the local North Hills games and see him up in North Allegheny. He gets in for free, by the way, anywhere he goes.
Okay. Well, we are going to see a new pitcher this inning. The 5th pitcher of the evening will be Christopher Nolan for the Mounties. Nolan, the senior from Central Dauphin High School in Harrisburg.
Yeah, I know where that one is. Let's see what Nolan on the year 2-0. He's pitched 31 innings, give up 36 hits, 16 walks, 16 strikeouts, an ERA of 3.98. Central Dauphin, by the way, you passed maybe about 5 miles outside of Hershey. Passed that on 322 on the way to Giant Center. They never made it to a high school basketball championship game in the 16 years or 20 years I've been out there. So imagine the crowd that they would have out the games.
Taylor Huber will step in here.
Pinch hitter.
Bat from Mitchell Yard. Takes the first pitch, and it's an inside strike. On the delivery there.
Huber, 22 at
Christopher
bats.
Nolan.
22 at bats on the year. 6 hits.
Hits this one high and deep into right field. That ball's all the way back, and that ball is gone. Taylor Huber with the dinger.
Well,
And in the bottom of the 8th, LaRoche adds another one on. That one just kept on carrying, and Huber with the home run makes it 14-2 Redhawks.
that ball might have hit the softball field. That ball way out of here. Definitely got all of that one.
Certainly did. Taylor Huber makes it 14-2 Redhawks.
3rd home run of the year for Huber.
Huber, the junior from Fox Chapel, comes through big.
And going to get another pinch hitter here.
So he comes through with the pinch hit home run.
I'm surprised we haven't seen more of those today going out the right field. Cody Scruggs, the pinch hitter.
Scruggs will bat
He's
in
hitting
the DH position for Joe Professori.
He's hitting 281 on the year.
Scruggs, the senior from Monongahela, Pennsylvania, Ringgold High School.
Home of Joe Montana.
Montana Stadium. This is a bomb to right. I don't think it's landed yet. Back-to-back home runs. Cody Scruggs. See ya. 15-2, LaRoche in the lead.
Bowie didn't even turn. Did not even turn.
LaRoche. Back-to-back home runs here to put an exclamation point on this game.
Christopher Nolan, he came in with a pretty good stats in the regular season, but boy, 2 pitches, 2 home runs.
Scruggs comes through after Huber did. This ball hit into left field. Base hit there for Shane Roebuck.
Yeah, Nolan only gave up 1 home run all year in 31 innings. Has a complete game on his resume. 5 saves.
So Roebuck reaches base. Now 2 for 5 on the afternoon. Sorry, 2 for 4. 1 for 4.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see another pitcher. It's just going to be Nolan's inning right now.
Tyler Craig steps up, takes the first pitch inside for a strike. Craig on the afternoon singled and brought a run home in the first inning, singled and scored in the 3rd. Sacrifice bunt in the 5th. Popped out to short in the 6th. Nice curveball there for the strike.
Yeah, Nolan's going to close out the year here for Mount Aloysius.
Hot hit down between between short and 3rd, and a single there. So all 4 batters who've come to the plate this inning have all reached base as Craig singles. Roebuck moves to 2nd. And now Colin Williamson will step up. Williamson has not reached base since the 3rd. Had a bunt single, doubled and scored to lead off the game. Grounded to short in the second in the fifth, and struck out in the
Ouch.
seventh, and that one's going to leave a mark.
Ooh, that got the helmet.
Whew. Williamson hit by a pitch, and he'll reach base.
Yeah, that's going to
Load him.
pitching coach now.
Roebuck to third, Craig to second. Williamson reaches base.
You had no one warming up out there, so now, well, that's going to get the bullpen going real quick now.
Corey Laser will step in here.
You can tell Nolan was kind of affected after that second home run. They're throwing 2 pitches and 2 just absolute bombs. And after the third hit, that ball went in through the infield, just sort of like threw his arms up. So that's going to get a quick arm up in the bullpen.
Corey Laser steps to the plate. Laser has batted in 3 runs this afternoon. He walked and scored in the first inning, singled in the second. Second on the situation.
So Laser
Roebuck scores. Craig goes to third.
Laser gets the RBI.
Yes, he does on the fielder's choice.
It's 4th of the day.
Luis Novedo at the plate. 16-2 lead now. 1-1 the count. Inside here, 2-1. Novedo has reached base in 4 of his 5 at-bats, singling and scoring in the first, singling in the second, bringing home a run with a double in the 5th, walking and scoring in the 7th. The only time he's out was when he flew to right in the 3rd inning. Good pitch that time by Nolan. Catches the inside, evens the count of 2. Two the count, 1 out. Runners at the corners and a 16-2 LaRoche lead. High and inside there. Full count. Novedo fouls this one back. And the count full, stays full. So LaRoche looking for a date with Penn State Barron tomorrow.
I think they have a date.
The Allegheny Mountain Collegiate Conference Championship Tournament. Barron is has the strikeout recorded there. Novedo put down looking. Ben Herstein will come up. I mentioned Barron. As scoring there is Tyler Craig, and it's 17-2 Redhawks.
Boy, his 4th RBI today.
Herstein's had a pretty nice afternoon. Singled to bring home 2 in the first, walked in the second. After recording a ground out and a fly out in the 4th and 5th, a triple and an RBI in the 7th, now a single and a ribby in the 8th.
And now we're going to get a pinch hitter for Lemley.
So Lemley will not bat.
A lot of pressure now. Is he going to hit a home run or not? Ryan Denny, number 37.
Denny will step in.
Number 37, Ryan.
Sophomore from Butler.
His 6th at bat on the year. He's 1 for 5.
All right. 2 outs, first and second, 17-2, LaRoche in the lead. Denny slices the first pitch foul. But an impressive effort here for the Redhawks and for Mount Aloysius. Giving up 6 in the first inning. They've never been able to get up from it. For next pitch that is inside or outside that is, and catches the corner for the strike. And maybe a little case of fatigue, too, for the Mounties having to go back-to-back like this.
Possibly. Of course, the pitching. Use a lot of pitching. It's not good.
Denny slicing this one into right field. Booby has a beat on it, and he'll record the out to bring an end to the home half of the 8th inning. 4 more runs across the plate. And your score after 8, LaRoche 17. And Aloysius 2.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan coming off the mound, getting the hugs from the teammates. He had a rough inning, but not a good way you want to go out for your last inning you're ever going to pitch in high school or in college, giving up 4 runs. But looks like Sauer's game day is going to be complete. Sauer goes 8 innings, giving up 2 runs, 8 hits, hit a couple batters, struck out 5. And we're going to have a new pitcher coming in. Matt Thompson, a sophomore from Sagerstown, PA.
All right.
Now playing center field, number 20, John.
Let's see what his stats are in the day. Let me pull those up.
Third base, Ryan Denny.
A lot of changes. Denny will stay in and play third. John Spina, the freshman from Washington, will take over in center field. And we'll see, as you mentioned, a new pitcher.
Matt Thompson's only pitched 5 innings all year.
Thompson trying to wrap this one up. 17-2, LaRoche in the lead.
Matt Thompson with an ERA of 6.75. Thompson giving up 8 hits, 7 runs, and 4 walks and 2 strikeouts in his 5 innings. He's got a 15-run lead, so he should be able to close this one out.
You'd like to think.
The lefty, see what he can do from Sagerstown.
A take against Matthew McCourt. First pitch outside. McCourt 0 for 3 on the day. Grounding out to short in the second. Grounding out to third in the fourth. And grounding into a 4-6 fielder's choice in the 6th. I'm sorry, reaching on the fielder's choice in the 6th.
Hunting country up there in Sagerstown.
I'll take your word on that, too.
Up near Erie.
2-0 the count. McCourt takes it again. And he's ahead 3-0 against the new pitcher here, Matt Thompson. Thompson doesn't have a bad main underneath the cap either. Not as impressive as McCourt's, though, as he walks him on 4 pitches.
But he needs to throw some strikes, though.
Jordan Campana will step up. Actually, we're going to get a pinch hitter here for Mount Aloysius. Campana will not bat. We're going to see Joshua Bracken step in.
There's your Central Cambria High School from Evansburg.
Bracken, senior, as mentioned, from Evansburg.
Right near Crescent.
Got the runner on. Bracken, first pitch outside by Thompson.
Bracken coming in at 12 at-bats on the year. 3 hits.
Bracken hits it to short. Play made there. Got one. Turns the first. Double play as Williamson to Craig to Herstein. Gets it done there. So Bracken hits into the DP. And LaRoche 1 out away from being ready for a matchup with Penn State Barron tomorrow.
Boy, what a turn by Craig. Quick turn there by him. 6-4-3 double play, 2 outs.
6-4-3. And that'll bring up Daniel Singer to bat for Nicholas Belka. Singer, the freshman from Elk County Catholic High School. St. Mary's High School. Ball in the dirt there, evens the count at 1.
They're not the Elkers, though.
No.
No, Ridgeway's the Elkers.
Yes, I can't remember what the nickname for Elk County Catholic is.
I should know it.
I'm going to say it's the Crusaders, but
I believe it is the Crusaders.
Ground ball too short. Off the glove of the hard charging Williamson. And reaching there is going to be going to be
They haven't decided yet what it's going to be.
Daniel Singer.
I say E6.
I agree.
Yeah, this Elk County's, they won a basketball championship in high school a few years back. Yeah, they do give an E6. So Helser will step
on
in.
E. And Ian Helsel will step up. Helsel, 1 for 3, singled and scored in the second. Flew out to second in the 5th. Center in the 7th and was hit by a pitch to lead off this game. Count even now at 1-1.
Boy, you think Thompson even thought about even getting in this tournament after only pitching 5 innings all year. I got a chance to pitch in a tournament game.
Try to finish it off. Williamson helping him out with the double play ball. And we'll see if he can get one more batter here. And if that final batter will be Ian Helsel.
Just like Ryan Denny getting that pinch hit chance.
Ball breaks outside for the ball.
I'll say one thing about the home plate umpire. Even though it's a 15-run game, his strike zone is still right there.
2-1 the count. Goes to first for the pickoff.
It's a balk. Called the balk on him, though. He picked him off, but the reason he picked him off is because he balked.
So that will move Singer to second.
I think the first base umpire called the balk, I believe.
So runner in scoring position here with 2 outs and a 2-1 count against Ian Helsel. Thompson trying to put it away. The lefty. Line drive down the left field side, foul. And the count even at 2-2. Chance here for Matt Thompson to put it away. Runner on second, 2 outs, 2-2 the count. Thompson gives the runner a look who he thought he'd picked off before balking. And now he delivers. Chopped towards third, foul. And Helsel stays alive. Thompson winds, delivers. Chopped towards first. Play made there. Herstein comes to Thompson on the bag. He lost the ball. And Helsel reaches base. Runner moves to third.
Yeah, see how they're going to roll that. There was a tough play there as Herstein was able to get that, but he was in between first and second. Thompson got over there, but a little late. Reached for the bag, and I'm going to give it an infield single personally, but we'll see what they decide to do here in the official score.
So Helsel, the senior, speaking of schools that we were speaking of in the Cambria County area, out of Ferndale High School.
And they give him an infield single.
All right, so Helsel on. Bring up Bryn Brown. Brown 3 for 4, 3 singles coming in the first, second, and fifth innings. He also scored in the fifth. Checks his swing here, ball in the dirt. Good play made there. Keeping it in front of him. It's Shane Roebuck.
Yeah, Thompson looked like he got off the mound in time, but just good hustle there by Helsel to get that, beat that out for a single.
1-0 the count, fouled off this time by Brown.
And guess what? Mount Aloysius again, 2 runners on with 2 outs.
Brown trying to keep it going here. Runners on the corners, as you mentioned, 2 outs, 1-1 the count. Trying to put it away here is Thompson. Brown with a liner, snagged out of the air for the final out by Ben Herstein. And LaRoche, impressive, as they rout Mount Aloysius 17-2, and we'll move on to the Allegheny Mountain Collegiate Conference Championship game tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, against Penn State Barron. The Redhawks will have to win 2 if they want to win the postseason tourney.
Boy, that's the way you want to go through a loser's bracket after losing the Mount Aloysius the first game, 7-5 in extra innings. You come back and you beat Pitt Greensburg 13-0, and then beat Mount Aloysius 17-2 in your loser's bracket. That's the way to take care of a loser's bracket, finding out 19 hits and 17 hits the first game and 19 this time. And boy, what a job by LaRoche. Played some good defense other than that error in the last inning, but boy, they played well.
Yeah, I think too, Lee, you look at, where did the game turn? Well, it turned right when it started. That 6-run first inning by LaRoche really dictated what the rest of this afternoon was going to be like. And it started, just a not good afternoon for Kyle Droz, the starting pitcher, who did not record an out.
No.
And he was relieved by Nicholas DiDiano, but LaRoche able to get 6 runs in the first inning, and they never looked back from there en route to this 17-2 victory.
Yeah, double, walk, single, then an error or sacrifice in the error, and then another single. I mean, you're down 6-0. That sets the tone right off the bat for LaRoche, and tough to come back from 6 runs in any sport, and in baseball or softball.
Book looked like this. LaRoche scored 6 in the first, 2 in the third, 3 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth, 1 in the seventh, and 4 in the eighth for 17 runs. The Redhawks recording 19 hits, 5 of those in the first inning, 2 in the second and third, 3 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth, 1 in the seventh, and 4 in the eighth inning. 1 error made by the home team, and for the night they left 7 runners on base. For Mount Aloysius, the Mounties getting runs in the third and fifth innings, finishing the day with 9 hits. 1 in the first, 3 in the third, 2 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth, 1 in the ninth. 2 errors for the visitors. 9 runners left on base. And we mentioned it, Lee. Coverage continues here on the MSA Sports Network tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Don Rebel will be right here.
So will Chris Lackner.
Chris Lackner's sleeping in the bleachers tonight. But the network will be here to bring you Championship Saturday. And for LaRoche, there's hoping there's going to be a doubleheader. We know for sure there's going to be one game, Penn State, Barron, and LaRoche. First pitch, 10 o'clock. And if LaRoche wins, they'll force a second game. If not, well, the Lions will be your 2016 Allegheny Mountain Collegiate Conference Championship, or Collegiate Conference Playoff Champions. And any final thoughts on what we saw here this afternoon?
Yeah, it was fun baseball to watch. If you get a chance tomorrow, if you can't listen on, if you can make it out here, come on out here. It's a great atmosphere here at LaRoche, and you see some pretty good baseball. Feel bad for Mount Aloysius. I mean, they made a nice run, good year. Fortunately, losing here in this losers bracket for LaRoche. Chance to make up. I mean, you're regular season champions for the 3rd year in a row, and now good chance here. They'll win 2 games tomorrow, but they get a good chance of moving on, especially playing on your home field.
So LaRoche impressive and victorious, as you mentioned, Lee. An impressive day where the Redhawks needed to win to stay alive. They staved off elimination. Well, that would be an understatement, scoring 30 runs in 2 games, knocking off Pitt Greensburg. That is 13-0 in the morning game, and then coming back here to take on Mount Aloysius and knock the Mounties out by the final score of 17-2. Thanks to Chris Lackner for his work here, not just in this game, but for being here at LaRoche all afternoon for the MSA Sports Network. And for Lee Mohn and Matt Vandriak saying, hope you enjoyed watching and listening to it as much as we did bringing it to you. Your final score here from LaRoche in the Allegheny Mountain Collegiate Conference playoff tournament. The Redhawks over Mount Aloysius by the score of 17-2. Thank you for watching and listening to Allegheny Mountain Collegiate Conference Baseball here on the MSA Sports Network.